Welcome to the bright side of 50. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to another episode of the bright side of 50 with Carla Palmer. How are you? How was your weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. It's Monday for us today because we drop episodes every Monday. But whatever day of the week you're listening to this, I hope you have been well. Today, I want to talk about the importance and the beauty of girlfriend relationships. So about a year ago, my friend and I met this wonderful lady at a coffee shop. Let's name her Michelle. So we met Michelle at a coffee shop that we always go to on Fridays. Michelle's order had gotten mixed up and she had 2 coffee drinks that she wasn't going to take because she needed her order remade. So she saw us sitting in the corner and she comes over and she says, "Would you beautiful ladies like some more coffee? They messed up my order. Let me tell you what this is. I think you would enjoy it. So I would like to offer these to you." And we were so taken aback by this kind gesture. And we said, "Absolutely. Thank you so much." We took the drinks. We chatted with her for like a couple of seconds. She told us her name was, let's just call her Michelle. She told us her name was Michelle. And then she went on her way. Come to find out, Michelle had a partner that we had already met as well. And her name, let's call her Jennifer. So Michelle and Jennifer were partners, but they had come in at different times. And we had said hello to Jennifer before. And so come to find out, they're partners. And they came in together one day and we were like, "Oh, we know her. We know her." And they both chatted with us for a while. Long story short, we formed a friendship and they invited us over for dinner. And then they invited us over again for dinner. And then we went hiking. And then we went to a basketball game. And then we went to bingo night. Like, we just became really good friends pretty quickly. And I'm so happy to tell you that we are all still really good friends. So me, Jennifer, Michelle, and my friend Shauna, who I've been friends with for about 16 years. Well, it's often said that it's really difficult to make friends in midlife. A lot of people say they don't need any new friends. And I've said that before too. And I take it back. I don't really think that that's true. I think that when you make new friends in midlife, you are more careful and you consider that friendship before you make it an official friendship. Is it something that I want to be a part of my life? Someone that I want to be a part of my life? What value do we add to each other's lives? What is their lifestyle, right? You start to consider all of these things before you make it an official relationship, friendship. It's kind of like when you meet new people in midlife and you're thinking if you want to be friends with them or not, and invite you into their space and you invite them into yours. You really have to be careful. And it's like dating a little bit, right? You have to be careful. You court for a little bit and then you decide if this is a good thing or if it's a thing that we want to keep a little bit more on the surface, or if it's something that we want to, dive into and really be friends. And with these 2 ladies, Michelle and Jennifer, I have to keep remembering to say Michelle and Jennifer because I don't want to use people's real names on the podcast unless I have permission. But with Michelle and Jennifer, we kind of knew right away that these were really good people. And, we had so much in common as far as like what, goals that we have in life and the way that we live our lives in a very spiritual way. I'm Christian. Sean is Christian. I think that Jennifer and Michelle, I'm not sure what they classify themselves as, but they have a spiritual practice that works for them. And we all, just kind of do our own spiritual thing, but we all know that there's something higher than us, something higher that we look towards. I look to God for guidance, direction, and comfort. So anyway, long story short, I would keep saying that. I don't want to go into too many details, but um, Michelle recently told us that she was having a surgery. Actually, Jennifer had a surgery earlier this year. And, we saw about Jennifer as much as, she was comfortable about us seeing about her, dropped off a plant and something to eat. So we saw about her. And then Michelle recently had a surgery and told us about, this midlife stuff, these midlife kind of surgeries, told us about her surgery and when it was happening. And so we put it on the calendar like a good friend would do. We put it on the calendar. We remembered it was coming up. We asked how we could be supportive. We, checked in with Jennifer the day of Michelle's surgery to make sure everything was going okay. Dropped off another beautiful plant. Shauna and I really like dropping off plants to people because plants bring, just beautiful life into your space. It's a living thing, something to care for, something to remind you that somebody cares about you. And I love flowers, but I feel like plants are better than flowers if you're giving it to the right person. You have to know who to give plants to. I gave a plant to a friend at one point. I think it was either plants or flowers, and she was very direct and asked me not to give her any kind of plant or flower again because she didn't need another thing to take care of. And I appreciated that, so I didn't have to waste any more money on buying her plants or flowers. But you have to know who to give it to, and we know that Jennifer and Michelle really love plants and flowers, and so they really appreciated that gift. So Jennifer and Michelle ended up last weekend going away for the weekend to a place that's, maybe an hour and a half away from, where LA is. And they were so kind. They sent us a text message and said, hey, we came away for the weekend just to get out of the city, to regroup, to disconnect from, social media and like media and technology and all of that. They had some books that they had brought with them and they invited us up. They invited us to come up. They said, we've got some extra space if you guys want to come. And, we took them up on that offer. And it was so kind and so generous. It was an Airbnb that they had put their money into and paid for, but they invited us up because they wanted our company and we wanted to go and hang out with them. And we took some books. There was a great playlist that Jennifer had made, and Shauna and I stopped at the store, and Shauna made a wonderful salad with chicken and this beautiful avocado dressing. We walked in, they had tea for us, and it was a beautiful home that they had rented, and we just spent the entire day up there. And we drove back that night because we both had some other things that we wanted to do, but it was just nice. It was nice to be able to see Michelle, see how she was doing and how she was progressing along with the surgery that she had had. And it was nice to see Jennifer there, just relaxing. And she had been going through, some very challenging things at work. And it was just nice for us to really get together and love upon each other, And I say all of that to remind us, myself, you guys who are listening, the beauty in girlfriend relationships and how we should treasure those relationships. And the way that we, oftentimes get in relationships with men and we dote on them and we're thoughtful and we do all these things to make sure we're staying in good standing and, that, they feel like they're loved. Like we need to do the same thing with our girlfriends. We need to do the same thing with our girlfriends. Shauna and I are both single. Luckily we have each other as friends. And hey, sis, hey, I just wanted to take a moment to ask you, have you subscribed to The Bright Side of 50 with Carla Palmer? If you have not, could you please take a moment, if you like the podcast, take a moment now to hit the subscribe button so that you become a subscriber, turn on your notifications so that you're notified when a new episode drops, okay? Also, follow me on Instagram. I am The Bright Side of 50 over there on Instagram, too. Thank you so much. Now, let you get back to the episode. We check in on each other. If one has to go to the hospital for something, the other one can be counted on to pick you up or to drive you there. There's so much beauty and need for girlfriend relationships that are strong and authentic and loving and non-judgmental and accepting and genuinely like care about each other's well-being and health and mental health, physical and mental health. We need each other. We need each other. And I wanted to share this story with you because I know that there are some people out there who feel like they can't make friends in midlife. You have to be open to it. Your body language has to say, hey, I'm approachable. You can have a conversation with me. It doesn't have to say, hey, I want a friend. Come be my friend. Like, it doesn't have to say that. But your body language, your smile that you give to people. And, when we met Michelle and she came over with the drinks, we had smiled at her when she came in. And so she knew we were welcoming. She knew it was okay to walk over to us and offer us the drinks that they had prepared incorrectly. So if you're somebody who is looking to make new friends in midlife, you can. Know that you can. And like I said, you just have to be open to people approaching you, and you have to be open to saying hi first to somebody. You have to be okay with, giving out your phone number to somebody that you feel comfortable with. You have to be okay with following up and maybe meeting for coffee. Be okay with that, especially if the vibe is good. It feels positive. It feels genuine in that initial connection. It's okay. It's okay. And getting new friends, you know how they say, no new friends, no new friends. Getting new friends in midlife, if it's the right new friends, can be a really beautiful experience. And if you already have your crew, you already got, your core group of girlfriends, love up on them, take care of them, put their birthdays in your phone, put important milestones in your phone, celebrate them. If you see a need and you can take care of it, do it. Just like you would do for, like I said, somebody you dating. Okay. Take care of your girlfriends, value them, treasure them. They are important. They are important. Okay. So I hope you can, take something away from this episode. I thought it was a nice episode to do. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear about your relationships with your girlfriends and how, you guys celebrate each other or care about each other. Have you met any new friends in midlife? What has that been like for you? Are you nervous about that? Like, share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're doing on this journey. We all need people. Okay. I know that people often say, well, I don't need no man. You need your girlfriends. You need your girlfriends then. If you don't feel like you need a man, that's okay. But you need somebody. Okay. If you don't have your family, you can create your family through your friendships. We are not put on this earth to be alone. As much as I love doing me by myself, because honey, I do. And I don't know if, getting married or having a man in my life is in the cards for me. And I'm fine with that, honestly. But I do know that I value my family and I value my relationships with my girlfriends and some really awesome men that I have in my life too. I need them. I need all of those people. I need my sister. I need my brothers. I need my mama. I need my my friends, my girlfriends. I need my male friends. I get different things from different people, and it's important. They're important in my life, and I want to keep those relationships intact. And the way that you do it is nurturing those relationships. And so you can't make new friends and not nurture those friendships. You can't do that. That's not how it works. It has to be some reciprocity in there. They can't just be reaching out to you and inviting you to things. You have to do the same. Okay. I'm not saying that people have to always be over your house, but you have to do the same. There has to be some reciprocity in order for that relationship that you're nurturing to flourish. So remember that too. It takes two. It takes both people pouring into that relationship, that new relationship, and that cultivation stage, and then that I feel like I'm talking in my fundraising language. You guys know I'm a fundraiser. That's what I do for work. And so there's a cultivation stage. And then when people make a donation because they know, like, and trust you and your organization, then there's the stewardship phase, where you're checking in and you're, reporting on the impact and how much that donor means to you. Like, it's relationships. It's relationships. It's relationship building. It's relationship um, sustainability. You're sustaining that relationship with this new person and the current people that you have in your life. It's all important. So, all right, I'm going to stop talking now. I am going to meet up with my girlfriend, another girlfriend who I've been friends with for, oh my gosh, I would say we're probably on like, I don't know, 14, 15 years, maybe even longer. She moved to Arizona, but she's in town because she's selling her home here in town. And so I'm going to pick her up right now. And we're going to go to dinner because I love her. And we try to nurture that relationship as much as we can, even though she no longer lives here. I still love her. And I'm going to see her. I'm going to make time to go and see her. So, again, I am leading by example. I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck. I'm really doing these things that I'm telling you that we should continue to do. All right. So cheers. Have a good Monday. Um, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. I'll talk to you on the next episode of The Bright Side of 50 with Carla Palmer. Take care, guys. Bye bye.